Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm out and about, even though Sydney's just about to go into lockdown. Why am I at the Ducati dealer? So this is just going to be a video of the latest purchase, so let's get on with it. So we're at the dealership, we're at the Ducati corner, and unfortunately that's not mine. They've just had a Super Leggera been delivered for some guy that is stuck in Taiwan that can't have it. But next to it is my new bike, the V4 S. So some guys having fun outside. Yeah, I mean it's a stunning motorbike. This is the 2020 model. This is a brand new one, and yeah, so it's still in the dealership. So I'm still talking to the guys, arranging all the paperwork, and hopefully I will pick it up next week. But yeah, it's got the winglets. It's got the wider fairing on it, the bodywork from the V4R, forged wheels. Standard exhaust, horrible tail, which would be one of the first things I get rid of. But yeah, stunning motorbike. This one has only just been unboxed. It doesn't have the battery in it yet. So yeah, I'll give you a bit of more idea of reason why I chose it and the reason for the upgrade. But apart from that, beautiful bike. So I've just got back from the dealership, and I'm just in my shed where my 959 usually sits. I'm just got to go in here to look for a few of the items that came with the bike, like the rear pegs, the tail which I took off, and there's a few other bits and bobs which I got for the bike. So yeah, where do I start? I suppose I was gonna look for a new bike maybe a few months ago, and because I've had mine now for 3 years, and it's been a really good bike, and I absolutely love it. And to be honest, I just love the Ducati brand. But and I'm not going to go into detail, but there's a situation to happen with my bike that's now. It's inside the dealership, and an opportunity arose to trade it in and get a new one. So I wasn't necessarily in the market for a bike, but like I said, circumstances slightly changed where it meant I had an opportunity to do what I wanted to do before we bought the GLB. So a while ago I was looking at what type of bike that I wanted, and I thought, do I buy a Honda? Do I go something different? Do I go something which is a little bit more easy going on the road? Because to be honest, I'm not going to take it on track. I didn't take my other one on the track, so I did look at some of the other bikes, and then I was like, okay, do I go for the BMW S1000? Do I go for the new Blade? But to be honest, they're great bikes, don't get me wrong, and all the reviews are great, but I'm a Ducati fan. I love the brand, I love the looks of the bike, and I thought, okay, well, I've had a 959 for 3 years. They're a good bike, but don't get me wrong, they're not the most easiest to ride on the road. But so when the new V2 came out to replace the 959, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just get a newer version of the 959, which is a little bit more easier to ride. But then I was looking, okay, well, if I get a V2, why don't I get a V4? And then it's like one of those never-ending stories. It's like, okay, well, I get a V4, why don't I get a V4 S? Because apparently the resale's better. You get OLINs, you get lithium-ion battery, you get forged wheels, and then they updated it in 2020. So you got basically the V4R body kit with the wings, the wider fairing, and all the technology has been updated a hell of a lot as well. So the bike is now apparently a lot easier to ride on the road. So when I looked at it, I mean, I wasn't a massive fan of red bikes, but this bike has really grown on me a lot. And then I was looking at what came out was the V4 SP, which is absolutely stunning bike. It just looks amazing. So, you know, when I was in the opportunity to get rid of mine, I looked around, but unfortunately there's only 10 bikes in the whole of Australia, and they've all been sold. So I just could not get one for love or money. I mean, that I would have much preferred and spent an extra 10 grand and got that. I mean, that would have been an expensive motorcycle for someone that rides just on a weekend for fun. But it's stunningly beautiful. It's in black with a brushed aluminium tank. It's got the carbon wheels off the Superleggera. It's beautiful. But I suppose at the end of the day, you know, I've fallen for this V4 S, and it is a beautiful bike. It's an 1100cc bike, so it's going up in cc's from my current. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm just waiting for some paperwork to be done. We're just about to go into lockdown, so they're not sure they're going to be open next week. But so that bike that we just seen in the showroom, it's only just been built. It's only just been plated, as they call it. It hasn't got the battery in it. It hasn't been pre-delivered, and it hasn't been registered yet. So I'm hoping that if I can get all the paperwork sorted out early next week and they're open, then you know, hopefully next weekend I'll go down and pick it up. So yeah, and then what I'll do is once I get it, I'll do some video of me going down picking it up. I'll ride it home, and then I'll do a video of just the features of it. There's shitloads of videos on YouTube of the V4 S, but this will just be from my perspective. So yeah, looking forward to it. It's another purchase, but it's hopefully I'll keep this one for another 3 years, but never say never. But anyway, let me hunt around in here. Got my cover. I'm hoping that the cover fits this bike, which it should do. It's a bit bigger though. Yeah, let me find all the other stuff out so that I can drop it in. So yeah, let's look forward to collection day. So I'm at the dealership. It's collection day, so wearing a mask. We're in Sydney, we're still in lockdown, so I'll just head on in. The bike's just inside the door. It's all been registered and number plated, so let's go on in and have a look. So there she is, 2021 model V4 S. So we're just going to go through the bike, how it works, and then I'll ride it out of here, take it home. But it just looks amazing. Okay, so just driven it home, parked it up in front of my C63. It's my little toy collection. I'm not going to review it yet. I mean, I've only just this second driven it, 5 minutes down the road from the dealership, but it's got the notable things. First of all, are it's a lot deeper sound. The throttles seems to be a lot smoother. The bike seems to be a lot smoother to ride. It's a lot wider, and the next thing is the heat only comes off one side of the engine. Funny enough, it comes off the right hand side, this side. But to be fair, my 959 also got quite warm. But if you wear leathers, you don't feel the heat. I mean, we live in Australia, and like I said, wearing leathers is absolutely fine. It's only where you wear jeans, which I wore to pick this thing up. But like I said, I didn't travel very far. The wings on it, the winglets, I don't know what to say. I like them, I don't like them. They're just, it's one or the other. I don't think they might grow on me better than they are at the moment. I love the shark grille in the fairing, which they changed from the V4R. It just finishes the bike off a treat. It just looks really, really, really nice. And the red, for some reason, just looks a lot darker. It's just stunning. It's a beautiful, beautiful bike. And what I said before in my other video was, I bought this really through the heart than anything else, because I mean, it's an 1103cc motorbike. It's quite a powerful thing. It is easier to ride than my 959, apparently, because my 959, I had that for 3 years, so I can give that a good review. But the mirrors on this thing are okay. There's been some negativity around the mirrors, but I haven't driven it very, very far at all. They've put my little multi-parks pass on and my RAM mount. The electronics and the TFT screen is just amazing when you're riding along, and you can see your speed. The V4 S comes with heated grips, which I didn't know, which was really, really cool. And then the start-stop button is here, and the kill switch, and then the button underneath, which no one also tells you on YouTube, that's your launch control. So you've got 3 phases of launch control on the bike. So that's the accelerator, and you can manually adjust the brake lever. Öhlins adjustable, automatically adjustable suspension, front forks and damper. TFT screen. One thing I noticed as well on here, you get the smoked oil reservoirs, which I didn't think you got looking at some of the other videos. And then this grip, that's basically where you control all your modes. The other thing which is brilliant on here, which is from the Panigale 959, is the indicators are automatic. So once you steer in and you put the bike straight again, it cancels the indicators, which is brilliant. So, yeah, again, you get the plastic wings. For the price of the motorbike, for the V4 S, you get a black mud guard on the front. I would have thought for the money you would have got some carbon fibre, but you don't. You don't even get a radiator protection guard, which I've bought for the lower one. One thing I would say, the stand is still pretty shit when it's up to actually try and get your foot around to put it down. So the stand looks beautiful, but once it's up, it's a pain in the ass to actually put down. What else are my very, very, very first impressions, apart from it looks stunning? I bought a tail tidy, so that's on its way. Hopefully that'll get delivered today. Already bought the LED indicators, so as soon as that turns up, I'll get that changed. The other thing on here is there's a little key slot underneath there. What that does, on my 959 it released the seat. On this one it actually releases this cover, and then underneath that cover is an Allen key, which when you lift the seat up, you actually can take the seat off with 2 bolts. So that's basically all that does. But yeah, forged Marchesini single swing arm on the wheels. I'm not too sure about what I'm going to do with the exhaust at the moment. It's just beautiful exhaust as it is. I'm not quite sure. It's just cost an absolute fortune to get that swapped out and changed. Automatic quick shifter, up and down. You can turn that off if you go into the settings. What else is there? That's pretty much about it. Daytime running lights, LED. And on this one, unlike my 959, has got LED full beam as well. So I don't have to go in and change the bulbs like I did on my other one. The wing mirrors on this don't fold, and they're pretty much exactly the same as my 959, so they're pretty brittle. So I better watch that, because they're going to be like $300 a pop to get them changed. But yeah, so the bike is home. Gotta get it into the shed, get it locked up for the night. But what a beast. So the next video I'll do is I'll take it out for a ride and give you some more impressions, and I'll also give you a little bit of feedback over the 959 over the years, what that's been like as a bike. I can pretty much review that because I had it for 3 years almost to the day, and I'm just looking forward to putting some miles on this thing. Oh, one thing I'll also do is I'll just show you the box that comes with it. So one thing you don't see on a lot of the videos is when the bike is actually delivered in a crate, there's a brown box that comes with it, which is that one, and no one really shows you what's actually in the box. They just take it off. So what's in here, up, is you get your keys, you get the manuals. You don't get a little Ducati card anymore, like a credit card, which they ask you for at the museum to get €5 off. So you get your books. The key is pretty average as well, and you get a spare key. You get a passenger seat. And then when the passenger seat goes on, you have to change the fairing that goes around the outside. So you get those. You get the rear pegs to set up for the passenger seat. That's in the other one. And then also in the box, they put the battery, they put the wing mirrors, and the bolts for the wing mirrors. And that's pretty much what actually just comes in the box. So that's it, an unboxing video and a collection video all in one. So thanks for watching. It's been a great day hanging around waiting to pick this up. I'm still in lockdown, so I can't really ride it. I've got to wait till the weekend to take it out for its first ride. Just got to be careful. It smells at the moment, like I say, brand new bike, but super excited, and I just love it. It just looks amazing. So again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe or hit the like button.